Of course, people. Arsenal take on Fulham, Emirates, 5:30 kickoff, last game of today. The biggest question is going to be, are Arsenal going to fluff their lines? Are they going to mess it up? Because at the end of the day, we have it all there. It's all there in front of us. It's in our control. I listened to Arteta. He spoke about the fact that fate is in his hands, or in our hands, how much the players are motivated, how much he is motivated. Arsenal sitting top of the table currently, 73 points. Man City obviously have a few games, or they will have 2 games in hand over us, but the pressure will be on them as long as we deliver today. When I'm looking at Fulham, sitting 10th, 48 points, Marco Silva. His team's always difficult, always difficult. We cannot underestimate our opponent on this one. And the team selection is going to be key. Again, listening to what Arteta said, he has to make sure he selects the correct players that can execute the plans, or his plans, his gameplay. But when you look at the last 5 games, we've only won 1 out of our last 5 games in all competitions. That draw in a week probably done us well. That's probably them flying over us right now. When I say them, I mean Atletico Madrid. Difficult performance away from home. Managed to get a point, that's fine. Still got to finish off the job. And this is where the game management, this is where playing not too much out of your skin is going to help us get through to the final. But we have to take care of business today. Simple as. Our last one was against Newcastle. That Eze goal, 1-0. And to be honest, speaking of Eze, he's a player that I would love to see start today. There were certain moments in the game against Atletico Madrid, I don't know if you noticed, but there's one when he brought it down, ran into the midfield semicircle, or the circle itself, and he was shaped to go one way, dropped his shoulder and turned the opposite way, bruv, with the outside of his foot. My knee ligaments were hurting, just the fact of even just thinking of that. But what also will hurt me is if we don't walk away from the Emirates with 3 points. Fulham beat Aston Villa 1-0 in their last game, and then Burnley, fucking hell, it's hot. It is blazingly hot today. I can't even focus. So how are these players going to focus today? My goodness me. All right, let's have a look at the last time. Arsenal have never lost in 32 home games against Fulham. Yeah, we've won 25 of them, we've drawn 7. The most any side has faced another without defeat in English football history. Look, these are the things that Marco Silva and his team will be looking at, and they'll say, you know what, let's go out and let's make history, because I'm sure that was the same against Bournemouth. Fulham have won just one of their last 15 Premier League games against Arsenal. Drawn 4, lost 10. Look at that. Fulham have never won a Premier League away game against the league leaders in 13 attempts. Bro, all I'm saying is these men better go out and deliver. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to hear we're tired. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that the referee's decisions, anything like that. I'm just going to look at Fulham and obviously their last game against Villa, the starting lineup, and players to look out for. Leno, we know Leno's going to switch it on today because he's playing against his former club. Players to look out for, I'd say, is Wilson, Chukwueze, Jimenez, Smith Rowe, again, another former Arsenal player coming back. You don't want that. And then obviously on the bench as well, where is he? Is he on the bench? Was he injured? Oh, rah. Iwobi. Who's Iwobi? You're not even on the team. God damn. Okay, cool. So yeah, Iwobi's another player that I would have said, you know what, you need to be aware of him, but Smith Rowe, etc., you need to be careful of. I don't know if Iwobi's missing because of an injury or he's just been dropped. But yeah, and then they got Sessegnon, Bassi, Anderson, Castagna. Yeah, look, Anderson's a very, very good defender. Bassi, very physical. This will be a difficult game if Gyökeres starts or even if Havertz starts up top. And this is where you look at our front three and you say, right, go out and create some havoc. Go out and pose the question to them. Not the other way around, not to sit back and just invite pressure. Potential lineup or the lineups I'd probably like to see today from us. Ryan goal, yep. Hincapié, Saliba, Gabriel. I'll start with Mosquera, just to rest Ben White, keep him rested a little bit more, and then to kind of warm up Mosquera, because I feel like we might need him in the Atletico Madrid game as well. Zubimendi, Rice, midfield, yeah, that's fine. Odegaard, he got hooked after what, 55 minutes? That's your captain. What does that say? Rice should be holding that captaincy armband. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know in the comments below. Eze should be starting on that left-hand side. Hands down, he should be. And when he done against Newcastle, he was obviously the difference maker. And then on that right-hand side, Saka. You need ball carriers. You need... Oh, sorry, guys. All right. You need ball carriers. You need players that can carry the ball, commit the defence, put balls early into the box, and then have your strikers arrive and your midfielders arrive and finish. Not pass it backwards, not fucking hit it with your weaker foot when you got two men in front of you. Be a bit more cuter. There's so many chances we had against Atletico Madrid, and I thought that Odegaard chance where Gyökeres ran through past Llorente, cut it back, and it's coming to Odegaard to his right hand side, and I'm thinking, Odegaard, chop it on your left. And then finish, chop it using your right hand foot onto your left foot, bury it, pick your corner. These are the moments where in the final third we have not been instinctual. We haven't been like that killer instinct. We haven't finished off the game. If you don't do it against these teams, they're going to come back and to haunt us. So yeah, all to play for. Fulham. Match prediction or score prediction, I would say 2... I'd like to have a 3-0 because, again, I don't want it where we win these games 1-0 and we say, look, yeah, we'll be all right. And you give Man City a challenge of, okay, you've got to score 3 goals in this game, because Man City are going to play one of these teams, one of their 4 opponents, and they're going to slap them. And it's going to be like 4-0 or something like that. So I don't want it to get to the rest of or to the end of the season. It's like Arsenal have to score 5 goals in order to win the Premier League. It's not going to happen. Not with this current team, not with the mindset that they have, especially in front of goal. Do it comfortable, take your chances, because then once you take your chances, the confidence is going to brew. So yeah, team selection is very, very important. Who he subs on and who he subs off is going to be key as well. I do not want to see a Martinelli starting. If you start with Martinelli, you ain't going to win this league and you're not going to win the game. And then you try and throw in Eze to save you. No, start strong. This is what I'm saying. Start strong, start meaningful, and then you can get that result. Right, people. So yeah, catch me later on, DR Sports. We'll do Saturday football show, and then I'll let you know my thoughts after the game. Peace and love. Enjoy this sun. This is fucking amazing.